Hey, what's up? Version 1.018 brings a handful of targeted fixes rather than sweeping new features, but those fixes are the kind that actually make a difference to how the game feels and behaves, especially if you've been wrestling with crashes, weird input lag, or Dynasty mode headaches. First off, the headline is stability. The patch delivers a set of general stability improvements and specific crash fixes that players have been begging for. This is the kind of work that doesn't get flashy press, but quietly saves a lot of ruined saves and interrupted online sessions. Community discussions have been full of reports about mid-game crashes, save corruption in Dynasty, and the kind of instability that makes you nervous to invest time into a long-term Dynasty. So seeing the devs push these fixes is a relief for many. Another big area touched by the update is gameplay responsiveness. Players have been reporting noticeable input delay, moments where the quarterback feels sluggish coming out of the pocket, or kicks and punts register late, and the patch aims to reduce that input lag and smooth out gameplay responsiveness. That's subtle work. You won't always see a checkbox saying input delay fixed, but you should feel things snap back into place when you're calling plays, reacting to pressure, or launching a last-second throw. Feedback from the community made it clear this was a recurring gripe, so it's good to see it finally being addressed here. Dynasty mode gets its share of attention too, specifically around kicking mechanics and save stability. There were reports that kicking and punting had timing or meter issues that could throw off games, plus some cases where Dynasty saves could behave incorrectly or even fail to save properly. Obviously a huge problem for anyone running a multi-season project. This update includes fixes aimed at those kicking-related bugs and the save reliability problems, which should make starting and maintaining a Dynasty feel a lot less stressful going forward. Beyond those core fixes, you'll also see smaller polish items. Player profile issues where styles weren't saving correctly have been cleaned up. Some ultimate team tracking problems like incorrect win-loss records were adjusted, and there are additional online stability improvements rolled into the patch. These aren't the changes that completely transform how the game plays, but they matter because they remove those little frustrations that slowly pile up the longer you play. One thing that really stands out here is how this update fits into the bigger pattern of support for the game. The developers have been pushing fairly regular updates since launch, and this one sticks to that approach of focused maintenance. Instead of overhauling systems or introducing risky changes, this patch tightens things up and reinforces the foundation of the game. That kind of approach might not feel exciting on the surface, but it's usually what keeps a sports title playable over the long haul. So when you load back in after installing the update, the goal is pretty simple. Fewer crashes, smoother control response, more dependable Dynasty saves, and cleaner behavior from the surrounding systems. If you're someone who logs serious hours, especially in Dynasty or online modes, these fixes can be the difference between enjoying a session and constantly worrying about something breaking. Overall, this update isn't about reinventing anything. It's about making the experience feel steadier and more reliable. And for a game like this, where immersion and long-term progress matter so much, that kind of update can be just as important as adding new features.